Today I want to talk about the drum. Now to understand the drum, to get to the root of the drum, we must dissect it. Drums used by man before 6000 BC. Drums used in ancient times by tribes. The record shows Neanderthal men, troglodytes, cavemen. But even this can be traced back to the first land, the original land, the motherland, Africa. Before pre-Columbian Aztecs, before the Mayans talked to ancient astronauts, before Native Americans roamed the earth, we had the drum. We had African tribes playing the drum. Using the drum to speak to God, using the drums to communicate, using the drums to conduct war, using the drums to conduct peace. We had the drum, and the drums speak to you. Wasa, Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drums speak to you. Now let's talk about the power of the drum, a spiritual thing. From modern jazz drummers to shaman using drums to heal the sick, to ancient rituals of Santeria, to the drum circles on the streets of Spanish Harlem. The drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. From 4x4 house music on the streets of Chicago to the inner city of Detroit, the drum speaks to you. From the early days of hip-hop in the streets of Brooklyn, the drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. Manipulating time and space, the drum speaks to you. From the islands of Cuba, Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, the drum speaks to you. And the drum says, Africa. The drum speaks to you. Zulu, Wasa, Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drum speaks to you. the drums speak to you. And 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 the drums speak to you.
And we are live. Welcome back to Chart Striker, guys. This is your host, Dana. Let's get into it. Gonna be an interesting day today, right? Ralph, everybody in the chat, everybody lurking, welcome back to the show. All right, let's get into it, right? Yesterday, I ended up saying that I'm betting on the Bulls, okay? I'm betting on the Bulls. Things are looking a bit better than expected, right? We did not only reach $26,000, we actually broke above $26,000. And on the daily time frame, guys, we're starting to see some new development that could be good for the Bulls, okay? Excuse me, I'm still having a bit problems. Like I'm still feeling a bit harsh when it comes to my throat, but I'm here, okay? Mago, welcome to the show. Glad you made it. Hope you're feeling rested. You know, guys, we were feeling, if anybody watching right now or replaying this show, yesterday we had an AMA meeting and whatnot, and it went on for I think 2 hours. It was one of the best hours, you know, the best hours when it comes to this community. And we were a bit tired, but today we're back, we're grinding even harder. So let's get into it, okay? As I was saying, daily time frame, it looks like the Bulls are doing much better today, right? Yesterday I was already betting on the Bulls because I did say they're knocking on the door, they're trying to step in, and guess what? Looks like at the moment they actually stepped in, okay? So we need to do something so the Bulls can have the balls in their court, okay? We need to continue. We need to break above this resistance that you see right here around 26.5. Remember, we need to break above it. 26.5, 26.7. We got that resistance right there. We need to close. We need to see a daily candle close above this major resistance. After that happens, not much holding us until these levels next, guys. Like literally around 27.5, 27.7 for a start, and then next resistance all the way up here. So it's looking much better at the moment. And by the way, if we just do this, let me just show you something. Let me tell you something, right? Hold on. We're doing this live, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to show you something that is super important. Hold on. Because it could look a bit confusing, right? Because we're still at resistance levels, okay? I'm just trying to show you that. Hold on. And, you know, since I like things to be as perfect as possible, not when it comes to humans, you know, these things at least, right? And like Ralph always tells you guys, if you want to learn how to draw trend lines, you know where to find the videos. Okay, so this is the thing. We are right at, you know, that supply line. We kind of tapped it. If you guys follow supply line, right? It's not the most, perfect line, but you guys get the idea. So what we need to do is see some follow through after a breakout from this level, okay? This is in the bigger time frames now. When it comes to that 15-minute chart that you guys saw yesterday, I think it was in this one. Look, guys, it was incredible. Look what happened. We broke above it, and I told you guys, below this level, remember, below this level, then bears could struggle a little bit, right? And I did also mention it's okay if we come back, to these levels. Remember that? We tried to hold it twice, but this is the thing. When there are a lot of pros watching the charts, right? They're probably, throwing money in around these levels, okay? And exchanges gotta make money, they're gonna liquidate your butts, in one way or the other. So what happened was there was this support, but then we had this wick down. As you guys can see, we had a wick down, like liquidated a lot of people, okay? A lot of people that were probably long at these levels, okay, got liquidated. And then what happened? It continued in the correct direction. Like, when I'm saying correct direction, because yesterday, what did we say? Things are looking good, but I'd be careful. I'd be a bit careful, right? And daily was also looking better than it did a few days ago, okay? So now let's get into the oscillators and whatnot. Okay, we got our first positive momentum on the histogram. We have the MACD, well, it just crossed bullish, okay, just crossed bullish. But that's good. Our SI is still below neutral, pretty much, still below neutral, okay? But at the moment, there is no signs of any negative divergence. There's still more room to the upside, so we'll see what happens, okay? But I wanted to let you guys know that we are right at that, supply line, okay? When it comes to the daily time frame. Yeah, it's gonna irritate me until I feel like it's drawn. I probably gotta buy a new mouse or something, because it's not kinda... Oh god, hold on. It's one of those days, right? Okay, not perfect, but enough. So we're still at supply line, right at supply line. What I want to see is a bit of a follow through, okay, and maybe a retest of old supply and it turns to demand, okay, demand line instead, or R flipping to S, okay, R flipping to S. If that happens, good, like then there is some actual strength coming in, okay? Because if we get back within the channel, guys, like support is really back around these levels, okay? At least on the daily, support is around these levels. Now looking at the volume and everything else, guys, it's volume is really not matching up. I mean, look at this. I can just show you an example. You see here, and you see here. So it's a bit different, right? It's a bit different, not that strong. But we're gonna monitor it. We're gonna see what happens. Now let's get over to the 4-hourly time frame and see what's going on there as well. Okay, we are right at that 4-hourly resistance. Notice. Okay, we got a doji, right? By the way, prior daily candle closed pretty strong. But 4-hourly, we have some things telling us it's a bit neutral at the moment. Any 4-hourly candle close above this area, good for the bulls, okay? And any close below this level right here, below 26,120, 26,119. Let's just say 26,100, okay? Being a bit flexible. We could pull back a bit more further down to at least, the bottom of this box, okay? Old resistance, right? So, if we can hold above this area, good. If that doesn't happen, we could pull back a bit lower on the 4-hourly time frame, okay? If this doesn't hold, if this support doesn't hold right around this area, it's most likely gonna, like, probabilities are higher that it's gonna, come back down a bit more, back to that S2 daily time frame, okay? So that's what's going on with Bitcoin on the 4-hourly. Let's see now. RSI is in nice territories, good. We got that positive momentum on the histogram, good. We have that bullish MACD, nice. We got some volume that kind of, matches the action that's going on at the moment. Good, good, good. So far, everything is looking quite good at the moment, okay? What I do not like is there are signs of some negative divergence on Bitcoin at the moment. So it's only gonna become invalid, guys, if we see a close above at least this level, 27,237. If that happens, bulls definitely got the balls in their court for now, okay? And I'm talking about short to midterm. We'll see what happens long term, but short to midterm, bulls are definitely gonna be having the ball in their court completely if that happens, okay? All right, let's move on. Ethereum, yesterday I did mention that even though it was not looking as good as Bitcoin, we all know, like, when Bitcoin starts, doing something, it's probably gonna drag Ethereum with it, right? Based on history and based on TA, right? On top of that, there was a little bit something, some signals telling me that the bears could be exhausted at these levels, right? And on top of that, we did have some nice divergence, which, like, all these things kind of played out. Problem is on Ethereum, we are at resistance at the moment. If I just extend this, we still haven't broken out. Hold on, let me just do this because I do not want to mess this up. So I'm just gonna extend the right line, okay? Awesome. So you guys notice that we're still pretty much within the channel, okay? Still pretty much within the channel, right? But we are at resistance at the moment also. So this is what Ethereum needs to do, okay? This is what Ethereum needs to do. We need to see a daily candle close above 1,765-ish, okay? That would be good. That could push price. We need to see a close also above, literally, hold on. On the 4-hourly, we need to see a close above this level right here, right where it's getting rejected at the moment. Well, not rejected, but we're seeing some type of a resistance, okay? We need to close above 1,730-ish, okay? If we can see a 4-hourly candle close above that level, yeah, we could see some obstacles around 1,780, but main one is all the way up here. 1,822, 1,856-ish, all right? Just rounding it off, okay? That's Ethereum. Let's go back, have a look at what other Western indicators are telling us. Okay, so we got negative momentum. Look, compared to Bitcoin, right? You notice that this is not as strong, like Ethereum is not as strong, because on Bitcoin, guys, we have our first, positive momentum already. We got the bullish MACD crossover as well. Now let's go back to Bitcoin, Ethereum. Ethereum is not doing the same thing, right? MACD pretty much still bearish. There's no positive momentum on the oscillator, like on the histogram. RSI is so far away from neutral territories as well, okay? So yeah, it's not moving as strong as Bitcoin has moved, but it's doing something. It's doing something, okay? I think this one, like, at least if you can see a 4-hourly candle close above this level, I think it's most likely to continue a little bit. Most likely, okay? Nothing is a guarantee. That's what TA is about. Just, managing risks, right? Let's see now. What else can we take out from this? Okay. So, Ethereum, if it can hold, literally, you see this gray box, okay, the bottom of this gray box, which is around 1,700-ish. If we can see a 4-hourly candle close, if it comes to these levels, in other words, if it comes back to these areas, fine. But if we see a close below this level, okay, even an hourly, guys, even an hourly. Most likely that we pull back a bit more slighter down, maybe all the way to 1680-ish, 1670-ish, okay, 60-ish, excuse me. Looking at the hourly, pretty much the same, guys, okay. So that's it for Ethereum. For hourly, by the way, positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD has crossed bullish as well. RSI is above neutral, but we do have clear signs of some negative divergence developing on the 4-hourly time frame, okay? Very clear ones, so it better do something fast, because if it doesn't, we could see that, you know, pullback. It could be a mini one, it could be a steep one, we will see, but I'm thinking like we could see a pullback, you know, by the way things are looking, okay? Unless we see a 4-hourly candle close above this area, then most likely more continuation, okay? All right, let's move on. I don't know why I feel like I sound a bit different today, because like my nasals are a bit closed and stuff. But hopefully you guys can hear me clearly, and you can hear the N's and the M's and the D's, hopefully. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Let's move on. Chat, how are you feeling? Are you feeling fine? Is everything going good? Are you kicking, you know, trading in the butt? Or is it doing the opposite? Because if it's doing the opposite, we gotta strike back, right? Awesomeness. Thank you, Mago. Awesome, Ralph. Awesomeness. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is BNB, because yesterday we didn't have a look at BNB, right? I don't think we did. Let me bring my notes forward. Hold on. Yeah, we didn't. Not yesterday. Okay. Let's have a look at it today. Wow, BNB is still struggling, guys. I never thought that it would be struggling this much, but it's still struggling, guys. Still struggling. Okay, let's take out whatever we can. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we do have some type of positive divergence developing. It's gonna be invalid completely if we see any daily candle close below $230, okay? Simple and short. Below $230, bad for the bulls, because most likely it will continue to these levels. I've already spoken about this, but gotta repeat it just in case some of you missed it, right? I do see signs that bears are starting to get exhausted. I do see those signs, but it would be better if I could see, you know, BNB above 262, or see, you know, some clearer signs, because at the moment I see that they're getting exhausted, but it's not enough. It's not enough. There's some positive divergence. At the same time, I'd rather be entering at these levels, like literally, for example, and this is not to the dot, okay? But let's say something like this, all right? Something like this, okay? Yeah, this one, you gotta be a bit flexible, right? A bit flexible. But then again, that's to each and every one of us, right? It depends on how flexible we are, on how like it all depends on your financial situation, how flexible you are, and so on and so forth. But because I usually say like 2%, risk is enough, but sometimes being flexible is not bad, okay? Because sometimes you see a lot of movement, it wicks up, it wicks down, then it continues in the correct direction. But if I was too long, if I was to take a chance, I'd probably do it around these levels, okay? And then if I get stopped up at these levels, then I'm stopped up because I'm not gonna wait for it, to go at, all the way to $181 and whatnot if it gets below this level. But you guys get the idea, okay? You guys get the idea, right? And actually, to be fair, I'd rather do something like this. Hold on. One there, and then a second one here. So meaning, in other words, I take some profit around these levels, right? We already know about this, resistance R1. If we see some hard rejection, around these levels and whatnot, some could, maybe take some profit around these levels. Well, one can take some profit around these levels, but you let it ride. I mean, you ride it. Well, one can ride it around these areas, right? All the way to these levels, and then, guys, take some profit, off the table, okay? Take some profit off the table, and then you let the rest ride a little bit more, right? So one is on the safe side, right? Not gambling too much. One is on the safe side, because if it falls back down and it fails to get above these levels, at least you've taken some profit off the tables, right? It's all about being able to tweak and be flexible and thinking 2-3 steps ahead. Okay? And we're talking about hypothetical trades. I'm not telling you guys to jump in whatnot. Not financial advice, just giving an example, okay? An example of how I would do it, okay? All right, let's move on. We're done with this one. So far, done with the Bitcoin, we're done with Ethereum, we're done with BNB. Okay, cool. You remember we had a look at LDO yesterday? Do you guys remember what I said when it came to LDO? Do you remember what I said? Just let me know in the chat, guys. Do you remember what I said about LDO? I hope you remember. I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna drink some water at the same time, so go ahead and answer. And if you don't remember, it's okay. I'm gonna remind you. Back. It's okay if you guys do not remember. Let me just put it this way. Remember the last time I told you guys that if I wasn't busy doing this, like streaming at the moment, I'd probably, hypothetically, we're talking hypothetical, okay? I'd probably, just jump and dive into Lena. Remember this, right? I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to LDO, okay? I'm gonna say it now. Those who miss it, miss it. Like, this is not financial advice, so it doesn't matter if you miss it or not. But those of you who are watching, guys, friends, I wouldn't sleep on this. Like, if one has like eyes and sees something like this and has, a sense for TA, I mean, I don't think they would sleep on this one. I do not think they would sleep on this one, okay? And we're talking about, let's see now. We gotta be fair, right? We're talking about 13% minimum and best case scenario. Like I explained yesterday, we're talking about 22%, 27%. Okay. I said it. I'm not gonna add anything else to it. And what I said yesterday, I don't know many if you do not remember, this is what I said yesterday. Actually, hold on. Instead of saying it, let me show you. Hold on. Cause sometimes people go like, I said this, I said that, but then maybe they didn't, right? I don't want to be one of those people. So I can always back up what I say. So hold on. It's a weekend stream, but we're killing it today. We're killing it, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me just go to yesterday's stream. Did this. Just gonna jump straight forward to LDO. Okay, awesome. On the video. And luckily, it was right there. Okay, let me just show you now. You guys can see the screen. And I'm just gonna mute the music for a moment. Pause it. There we go. All right. Everybody can see this clear enough, hopefully. Do you guys see it? Do you see this one? Hopefully you do. Okay, let me show you. Play. Okay, somewhere around these levels. Okay, we need to say a 4-hourly candle close at least above this level. Hold on. Let's go a bit back, right? All right, LDO, negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. RSI is weak. Okay, nothing to bring out there, but I do see something interesting. We are at support. I could just stretch this, right? We are at support, which is not a bad thing. If we see a close below 1.6, I wouldn't like it that much, because then okay, 1.57, just 1.6, 1.57. Like it's not the best for those. Like, I'm a bit flexible, okay, so I'll give it some chance until 1.5-ish, but after that, guys, this could go all the way down to around 1.3, 1.1. Okay, very possible. Like, if this doesn't hold, not the best look, okay? Looking at the daily, prior daily candle close, neutral pretty much, right? So hopefully we get some nice candle that develops today. If that happens, with that nice positive divergence that I'm, seeing that is trying to develop, okay? It could be a match made for LDO, all right? If that happens. Then again, just so everybody's aware, we do have some resistance. Let me draw it for you. Hold on. We need to break above certain levels for the bulls to be, feeling good, right? Okay, let me pause it right there. You guys can watch the whole show, on your own. But my point was, when I said, this is when I said, if today's candle, meaning prior daily candle, okay, closed with a nice green candle, I said that it could be a match made for LDO, right? And what happened? Because this is what we do. We talk about different scenarios. We take out, what could happen if we, break support. We take out what happens if we break, certain levels. We talk about different scenarios. You gotta be ahead of the game, guys. Well, 2-3 steps ahead. Because if you're not ahead of the game, then there's no point. Because like early birds get the worm when it comes to trading. This is truth, 100% correct, okay? So what happened? Prior daily candle, the candle that I was talking about when I said today, if today closes, that was yesterday. So prior daily candle did close with a nice green candle, guys. So that match made for LDO actually happened, okay? This is a match made in heaven. It doesn't mean it's gonna be 100% correct, but now I can see the bulls can be a bit more comfortable, right? So how I would trade this one? Simply this way. And this hypothetical trades, right? We're talking about hypothetical trades, guys. Okay, I'm just showing you how I would do this one. Okay, hold on. I'd be diving in at the moment. At the moment, I'd be diving in, guys. Me, personally, I'd be diving in, okay? So, this is, one has to be fast. One has to be fast because when the move starts happening, you guys remember Lena, it's not always that happens, but sometimes it's crypto, guys. It's crypto. Like if there are some pros looking at this, they're not gonna be waiting for us. They're not gonna be waiting for anybody else, right? They're just gonna do theirs, take their profits, and when people are gonna be aping in, usually most people are gonna be aping in when they see a nice tall green candle, and then it's actually a bit too late. Like the move has already happened, and it's not gonna be favoring like us. It's gonna be favoring the ones who are only early to the game, right? So something like this, okay, first one, and then another example. After this one, I just, do something like this and all the way to these levels, right? So take some profit, off the table around these areas, like 22%, not bad, right? Any close below this level, I am out. For those who are flexible, I like to be flexible. I'd wait, I'd give it a chance until 1.5, really, right? And this is the thing, I do not recommend anybody to go to futures. You can do what you guys want, but if you're new, if you're learning, I don't want you guys to be burned. I actually care about you guys. Like, I'm not here just to get followers and subscribers and whatnot, even though that's quite good, okay, that's quite nice. I also care. I also want, to leave a good imprint on you guys, just make a good difference in your lives, right? So I'd be a bit flexible personally if one is, but everybody have their own financial situation. It depends on how flexible you are. You make your own decisions, right? But yeah, I'd take some profit around these levels a little bit and let the rest ride, okay? And if it fails, at least I've taken some profits off the table and I'm gone. That's it. Thank you, LDO, and that's it, right? Okay, let's move on. Gonna remove this. Or should I hide it maybe in case, we come back and talk about this? Who knows, right? Hide and hide. Okay, awesomeness. And by the way, just because it's looking good, it doesn't mean we can't come back to 1.673, 1.6-ish. We'll see. We'll see if there are chances that we do. Hold on. We can just have a look. It's easy. We can just have a look, right? By the way, daily, still what I spoke about yesterday, still valid, okay? When it comes to the Western indicators and whatnot. 4 hourly. Pullback is possible, though I'd wait for some pullback, a better entry area, okay? Because a pullback is possible looking at the 4 hourly, right? We got positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish, but there are signs of some negative divergence, okay? Which tells you, you could, like one maybe doesn't have to rush in completely. At the same time, if we do not see any close below this level, below 1.744, it could just consolidate at these levels and just continue because the daily is looking good. And what do I always say? Daily outweighs 4 hourly, 4 hourly outweighs hourly, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, shall we move on? Because this one was juicy. I just wanted to come back and let you know what we spoke about. One of the scenarios that I spoke about yesterday. If that happens, it would be good. It actually is showing at the moment, okay? All right, let's move on to the next one. LDO. Also done. Awesome. Okay, next. Mago, you told us about Jesus coin yesterday. Let's have a look at it. Just a fast glance, right? Who's surprised that this support kind of got respected? If it didn't, we would have had next support right around these levels. But yeah, at the moment, it got respected. But we're still in territories I wouldn't be like rushing into at the moment. It would have been good, you know, to rush in maybe around these levels, okay? But at the moment, we're back at some resistance areas, okay? So I'd be a bit cautious. Let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, consolidating at, what is this? What is this? Hold on. It's weird. I do not remember drawing this, or maybe yes, but it should be blue in that case. Okay, I'm confused. Let me just remove this one because it's not marked or anything, so could have been an accident. I don't know. Okay, anyways, above this level, Jesus coin is fine. Any hourly candle close below this level, we could pull back all the way to these areas, okay? First support, and then second support all the way around these levels, okay? Simple. Can't do much anything else with the daily, right? And guys, if you have a name for the way I came up with this resistance, next resistance, please let me know. Please come up with a name because I do not know what to call it. All right, let's move on. I just wanted to have a fast glance at what's going on. Jesus coin. We can move on now. LTC. Let's have a look at what LTC is doing. Okay. Negative momentum on the oscillators. We got some positive divergence actually showing for LTC, guys. Not bad, but future cast maybe. You know what? That was actually that was spicy. Future cast. Let's see. Future cast. Yeah, I gotta say it like a few times, so I'm gonna say it, you know, alone. But future cast, like, okay, that's one. Future cast, that's one. We can probably take a vote at the end. Future cast is something that sounds spicy, interesting. Nice one, Mago. Nice one. Like, you and your ideas, like you're amazing when it comes to that. So keep it coming. All good. Okay, so LTC, guys, negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. We have some nice, you know, positive divergence showing at the same time. LTC needs to break above this level, so we could see some more action. Hold on, let me draw it for you. It's been a while we had a look at LTC. A while. It's about time we had a look at it again. So LTC needs to see a close above this area. That's between 77. Should turn this blue before I get confused again. Hold on. All right. We need to see a close. Like, look, change of polarity. It's not more of a resistance situation, but more of, I need to see a change of polarity, okay? And if we can see a close above this area, next resistance, guys, you see this purple line right here? Around 89.47. $90. That's the next resistance I'm looking at when it comes to LTC, okay? We just need to see at least a 4-hourly candle close above this level. If that happens, resistance next, $90, okay? Because we're getting closer to that halving, like we're getting closer and closer. Let me see how many days is left. Hold on. LTC halving, countdown. Yeah, not much left, guys. Notice it's not much left anymore, okay? So 46 days, 18 hours, and da-da-da, you get it, right? So 46 days, guys, just 46 days, and it's not far ahead, it's not far ahead. All right, let's move on. So yeah, let's have a look at the 4 hourly, 4 hourly. Not loving it. We are at resistance at the moment on the 4 hourly. We got some negative divergence. Yeah. We have some negative divergence developing. Okay, so we need to see a 4 hourly candle close above this level that I was just, talking about. And then maybe we can see some push to the upside, okay? At the moment though, one can maybe just do this. Easy, simple. Just to see, just to make sure that, it's holding. Because if we see a close below this level, guys, like, we could go a bit lower, okay? We could go a bit lower. Now, yeah, and when I say a bit lower, I'm talking about 74, 73.7-ish dollars, somewhere around these levels, okay? Yeah, that's XRP. I mean, Litecoin. Any close below this level? Yeah, we could come, like a little bit. It's not that much of a difference, but I gotta tell you what I'm seeing when it comes to TA, right? So yeah, that's Litecoin, and we need to see a close above this level, okay? We need to see a close above this level. Simple. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. I do not want to bring this one up, but we have to. We have to. Remember, like a few days ago and whatnot, I was telling you, I don't know why, but it feels like it's not done. It should be done, but it feels like it's not done. And here we go. X is still trying to do something. Do not ask me why, because if there's any S coin out there, this is definitely one of the top ones, okay? Like top 100 S coins. This is one of them. But I guess it's still tradable. People are still trading it because buyers still coming in, okay? Resistance, we got resistance around 0.010248, 0.010686, right? Any close above that level, next resistance is around these levels, and if we see any close above 0.0119, in other words, yeah, this can continue at least to 0.0135-ish, okay? Like very possible. Yeah, there are some signs of some negative divergence, so I wouldn't be surprised either if it starts, meeting obstacles around these levels, okay, right by this white line all the way to these areas, okay, 0.01155-ish, somewhere around these levels. We'll see what happens, but at the moment, looking at the prior daily candle and whatnot, even though oscillator's not looking that good, it does look like bulls kinda are stepping in when it comes to Hex too. This is why I give you my unbiased TA. Even though my opinions of Hex, okay, is not the best when it comes to TA, I'm gonna be neutral, completely neutral, and take out what we see. Simple. Because I know there are some people, when they do not like a coin or when they feel like it's an S coin, like they don't even want to do, any TA on it. But I'm not here to give you my opinions. Like, I'm here to like share the TA that I see. Simple. Yeah, bulls look like they're stepping in, strange enough, but that resistance around these levels, just watch out. Just watch out, okay? Crazy stuff. All right, let's move on. again, I forgot to share this on, but there's no need. Hold on. Ralph, bless you for writing it down. Thank you, appreciate it a lot. Amazing, you guys are just amazing. All right, then we can move on. There was a coin that's called Ordi. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about it. Ordi USDT. I don't know if it's KuCoin or Gate.io. Let's see. Hold on. I have to search for this one. Let's see now. I'm sorry, I gotta scroll, but I gotta find that chart because I know I had it somewhere here. Okay, this is Joe, Aptos, Bitcoin, Axis, Ordi. Okay, right here. Found it. Fine. Gate.io. Awesome. By the way, this was from June the 3rd. Okay, June the 3rd, right? I spoke about, I explained possible scenarios as much as I could because, Twitter. I'm not verified. I don't have that blue check. And right now, at the moment, I don't see any reason to. It's another thing if I had like 1,000 followers and whatnot. But at the moment, I don't feel like I need it. Anyways, let's get straight to the point. I spoke about this support already back then, on the 3rd of June as being one of the main ones, after this one, if this doesn't hold. And I spoke about different scenarios saying that, hold on. I tweeted that currently testing major daily support, possible scenario first, a potential dip to S1 for hourly. That is S1 for hourly, okay, around these levels. Okay, and then a bounce followed by bounce to S1. Followed by a bounce to these levels, R1, okay? And if S1 holds, next target is R1 and right? Hopefully from your mouth, guys, to the universe, all right? And what happened? Let me tell you what happened. Ordi, Gate.io, daily. Support, TA being respected, okay? And we held support S2. And literally, if I get into the shorter time frames, funny enough, if I get into the shorter time frames, guys, look what happened. This is then, right? Possible dip. We got a dip. We didn't come all the way to that S1 for hourly. We got rejected around these levels. We came down. We touched this S2 for hourly. Like, it's so many things going on. But when this didn't hold, guys, when the daily S1 failed to hold, what happened? Straight down dip to the S2 daily time frame. We saw that, market the bear started getting exhausted around these levels, okay? I can't do much with the data that I have on the Westerns, but I'm trying to do as much as possible with the Easterns, right? Looking at the 4 hourly. Right now, we are at resistance. Any 4 hourly candle close above $6.6. Like, next resistance is all the way around these areas, guys. The top of this box around $7, 7.1. And after that, next resistance is around 7.8. And after that, next resistance is right here, the top of this box, okay? Around 8.3-ish. But what I want to leave you with is main thing on the daily. I wish I covered this, but then again, I did tweet about this. So anybody that was, looking at the tweet probably had an idea about that this could be a potential support level, right? And it's good to monitor it because it is at potential support areas. Okay, so what happened? June 3rd posted support now today, 17th of June, is being respected and we are bouncing off support. Now, on the daily, first resistance is right around these levels, guys, 7.1-ish, okay? Any daily candle close above 7.1, Yeah, eventually around 8.3-ish, because there's not much holding us. Not much holding us until 8.2, 8.3, if we can see a daily candle close above 7.1-ish dollars, okay? I gotta catch my breath. Friends, I gotta catch my breath. Hold on. Like, Mago knows about this problem. We type too fast and then we also talk a bit fast. It's like, it's just that we think a bit fast as well. But it's good to be calm. It's good to be calm as well, you know? Okay, so that's Ordi. Just wanted to just remind you guys of what was said, what was tweeted on June the 3rd, and what's going on, and what, you know, if TA is being respected, if support is being respected or not. Because guys, I could have drawn support here, right? I could have drawn it here. I could have drawn it here. I could have literally just, you know, drawn it anywhere. But there are reasons for it being right at these levels, okay? All right, let's move on. And by the way, bulls still got the court in their hands. It's just that it's getting close to that resistance level. So I'd be a bit cautious. Okay? Awesome. Let's move on. Next. Cardano, just because it's the top 10, even though it's not that, you know what, I was just about to say not that interesting. I'm not gonna say that right now. I'm not gonna say that because there's still that positive divergence, okay? Prior daily candle still, you know, showing that there's a fight going on between the bulls and the bears. It's actually starting to get a bit, you know, interesting at the moment. Cardano. I see they're trying to do something. The thing is, guys, Cardano has support all the way down to these levels, okay? 0.23-ish, 0.22. If this cracks, if it decides to see a daily candle close, because notice one thing, even though we wicked down, is there any daily candle close below this critical level, critical area, around 0.2576? No, none, literally none, okay? But the moment that happens, then tapping 0.23 or 0.22 is not gonna be that surprising, okay? Get it? But at the moment, I do see signs, little signs that bears are starting to lose breath. But when that happens, you want to see the bulls starting, you know, you want to see some action from the bulls. And at the moment, I do see they're fighting, but I don't see anything else, anything more than that, guys, unfortunately. But there is some positive divergence, okay, developing on Cardano. It's gonna become invalid, like I said last time, any close below 0.24-ish dollars. That positive divergence, invalid, okay? And yeah, we gotta break above these resistance levels. These are still valid. This 0.27, 0.277-ish level, still resistance, right? And second one still here. All these resistance areas still pretty much valid, okay? Negative momentum on the oscillators. RSI is it's still leaning towards the downside. Like looking at this, MACD bearish, and we will leave it there. At least it's done, okay? But we'll leave it there, okay? Okay, let's move on. Awesomeness. Next. You know what? Before I continue, guys, let me give you some space. Are there any altcoins, whatever, while I drink my water? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll pick one of yours. Because sometimes you guys, you come up with good altcoins, you come up with good traditional assets that I'm not looking at. So go ahead. Time frame, any altcoin, any traditional asset, and we'll have a look at it together, okay? Do some TA live. Otherwise, if there are none, I'll just continue with some more altcoins. Okay, no worries. Next, maybe we can have a look at, let's see now. Quant. It's been a while. It's been a very long time. Okay, so Quant. Next. Uniswap. It's been a while too. It's been a while. Let's see if it's still alive, right? VGX as well. VGX. What else? Right, Mago? You got a point. Let's have a look at XRP. It is, besides, the top 10, top 10 coins as well. Okay, XRP. All right, okay. This is not a bad thing, guys. This is not a bad thing. I know, looking at this, it probably looks like some would probably get a bit scared, but nothing to be scared about looking at this, guys. Look, at support areas, nice bounce. Like, we don't have to tap it all the way, okay? Getting close enough sometimes is good enough, okay? Nice bounce off support areas. Not hating the prior daily candle close, actually. Pretty good. It's beautiful. We got negative momentum on the oscillators. We got some positive divergence, at the same time. That positive divergence, though, it is gonna be invalid if we see any close below 0.448, 0.45-ish areas. Like, if I see a close below that level, that positive divergence that is trying to develop, guys, it's gonna become invalid, okay? Which is not good for the bulls, right? For the XRP bulls. What else can we take out? Hold on. Like, if it consolidates around these levels, guys, it's fine. It's really fine. If it comes back to these levels, it's fine. It would mess up this beautiful candle, but it's okay-ish as long as we do not close below 0.448, 0.45-ish on a daily, not just a wick, but a full body close. It's really okay. It's fine. Like, can't be mad at XRP, okay? Looking at the 4-hourly, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, we definitely have some positive divergence trying to develop, guys. I see it on the 4-hourly. Do not forget that beautiful candle that we just saw on the daily, prior daily candle, okay? But we do have resistance around 0.48, unfortunately, okay? 0.48, 0.49, we do have resistance. But the moment we see a close above that level, guys, this could push a bit higher. This could push at least to 0.51, okay? Main thing is this for XRP. I said it last time, I'm gonna say it again. Above this level, this yellow line, good for the bulls. Below it, bears are doing things, okay? So what I want to see from XRP now, at least today's candle or tomorrow's latest, okay, if it consolidates around these levels, fine. But something like, I'm gonna say something like I said about LDO, okay? A good scenario would be if today's candle ends up being a nice green candle, at least, closes above this area or close to it, at least close to it. That would give the bulls a bit of hope. I know, looking at the oscillators, everything kind of looks horrible, okay? RSI is below neutral, negative momentum on the oscillators, MACD is bearish. But we gotta be talking about this possible scenario, because if that happens, I might not be live, right? I might not be live, but maybe somebody's looking at the charts after looking at the streams and they can go like, I remember Dana discussed something, about this. Let me do my own research and see what's happening, monitor it, and so on and so forth. And you get the idea, right? Because it's not any financial advice, guys. I'm just telling you, like, if certain things happen that could be good for the bulls, I'd think twice, okay? I'd monitor it a bit extra. Same thing, if something happens that favors the bears, I think twice and I think a bit extra, okay? All right, that's XRP. Resistance main on the daily is still around these levels, 0.52. Any close above 0.52, next resistance. Main one is actually all the way around these levels, guys, okay? We might see some obstacles around 0.54, but main one is still around this area right here. I mean, look at the rejection it had the last time, we tried to, get close to this level. Hard rejection, meaning there's a lot of demand, a lot of supply around these levels, okay? A lot of supply around this area right here. But looking at this level, there's a lot of demand around this level right here, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen wicks like these around this level, okay? Yeah, 4 hourly is looking a bit better, but I love it if we can see a close above this level. That 0.488-ish level, okay? All right, let's move on next. Quant. Awesomeness, Mago. Let's have a look at Quant. We missed it, guys. We missed the move. we really missed the move. I wish I saw it a bit earlier, guys. Spring, backtest, spring. It was beautiful, but if one misses it, then it's fine. There are always, other assets, doing other things. So it's okay. But let's talk about what's going on with Quant, nevertheless. I mean, sometimes if I feel like, well, there's still room to go, I could jump in if I feel that way. But let me just show you something. Hold on. It's like, look, talking about spring, backtest, spring. Hold on. You see this action right here? Spring, backtest, spring. Last time that happened, we spoke about it before the move happened. The last time that happened, this is in, well, last year, December. A mini spring, a mini backtest, and then a big run. Big spring, okay? Now, I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen this time. That's not what I'm saying. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on. Okay. All right. We held support. Let me just extend this because this was drawn a while ago. Okay. We held support literally to the dot. Whenever that happens, it's beautiful to see. We held support. We bounced off support. Okay. Awesome. What else? There were signs of some positive divergence also. Man, this was beautiful, guys. I wish I saw it earlier. I kind of missed this one. Okay. Some nice divergence already played out, guys. We have our first positive momentum on the histogram. MACD is trying to go bullish. I mean, if that happens, and we can get above this area, at least see a close above Let me draw it for you. Hold on. We are at that daily resistance at the moment. So first daily resistance tapped, okay? Now let's have a look at second daily resistance. If we see a close above this level, most likely it continues, right? Not a guarantee, but most likely, okay? The next resistance would be around these levels, guys. Hold on. This is a bit like art. Like, you gotta have a keen eye for details when it comes to TA. A very keen eye. Okay. Yeah, okay. Second resistance right around these levels. Simple. Awesome. Third resistance, my friends, is all the way around 145-ish to 150-ish. Any close above $150, eventually around, 155, 162, okay? But we'll take it level by level. I love taking things level by level and not just, hoping that it's just gonna go straight up, right? And by the way, another thing I can leave you guys with, right? Any daily candle close below this level. Hopefully I'm not gonna draw a crooked line. Of course it's gonna be crooked. Hold on. Move this one. Okay. I think this one is not crooked. Yeah? No. Okay. Cool. So, any daily candle close below this level. Actually, should pull it up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, any close above, below $105 on the daily, is gonna push the price back all the way down to that, prior support, which is around $97, $96. Okay, that is if we see a close below this level. Okay, simple. Are we clear? We are clear. I think we're clear. So we can move on. We can have a look at the 4-hourly. Yeah, 4-hourly, guys. Any close literally below this level, 105, 104. Like I said, $97 possible. Okay, $96 possible. We're being rejected at some, old support area. Well, a support trend line. There we go. This is the line, right? Maybe I should have it in white so you guys can see it clear enough. There you go. Support, crack and snap. Then it broke down, okay? Kind of acted as some type, it tried to hold around these levels, but I'm gonna love this one when it gets back above this old support line, okay? And continues to the upside, right? Simple. Let's see now. For hourly, we got positive momentum on the oscillators. RSI is okay. It's okay. Histogram is fine. MACD. Look, I'd be a bit careful, guys, around these levels. So this one feels like it went up too fast. Too fast. Hold on. Let's just measure, right? So in 1 day, 22%. Yeah, this is crypto. This happens sometimes in traditional assets as well, but crypto, very often, okay? So yeah, it went up a bit too fast. I mean, I'd be a bit more comfortable in maybe, you know, buying around 107, 104-ish, 105-ish. Okay, but it can also end up just consolidating around these levels if it fails, you know, to go below this. Actually, now I see something else, guys. Okay, this is I think this is gonna be helpful. Hold on, because I got my other screen in front of me. So notice there was not, look guys, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We count 1 2 3. Like this was just going straight up for more than 10 hours. It was doing nothing but just going straight up, guys. But now we are at resistance. What do you guys see here? Let me know in the comment section. I know you guys know this one. What candle do you see here? At resistance. Well, old support, which is acting now at resistance. While I draw another drawing for you guys, because I gotta show you something. Okay, cool. Any 4-hourly candle close below $111, $110, that for me is gonna be a sign that we could at least pull back to that $105, $104 at least, okay? And if I see any daily candle close, not a wick, any daily candle close below this level, yeah, we could, you know, test prior lows. Prior support, okay? Awesomeness. I noticed that it's like art. With experience comes intuition. Exactly, Mago. It is. It actually helps you have, like, it helps you have a better eye for arts as well. It's crazy, but yeah, you gotta have a keen eye for details when it comes to TA, when it comes to reading the charts, because if you're like seeing the details, it's telling you a story. All this combined is telling you a story, okay? All right, we're done with quant as well. Awesomeness. Guys, hold on. It's a bit too hot. I'm just gonna you know, just turn on the AC and so on, and I'll be right back. 2 minutes, we can have the Bitcoin chart on. It's hot, guys. It's too freaking hot. Okay, 15-minute chart is maybe better, right? Guys, what do you see? Till I come back, answer what you guys see here. All right? Let me know. And when I mean what do you see here, let me draw it for you. No, if I draw it for you, it's gonna be you're gonna be cheating. So no cheats today, but let me know what you guys see here. What is this? And then when I'm back in 2 minutes, we're gonna draw it together, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. Still no answers? Come on. All right, it looks like it could be... Excuse me, so there are answers. I take that back. It looks like it could be a bullish pennant or descending triangle. I'm leaning towards more a bullish pennant. Mago. Good job. Like, good job. Good job. Let's try to draw it together and see if that makes any sense, right? Because sometimes our eyes tell us something, right? But then, if you do not draw things, you might, but that was also my guess, Mago. Without drawing this one, I was like, looks like a bull flag, right? A bullish pennant, right? But let's see. Unfortunately not. It is a descending triangle. Yep, Mago. It wasn't my first guess. This is why we always have to draw it. Because it was looking... Before this happened, literally. Before this candle just dropped, it was looking, like, some type of a pennant, right? But not anymore. Unfortunately, not anymore. So nice one, Mago. Like, look, the fact that you're seeing a bullish pennant and a descending triangle. Good job. So we got a descending triangle. It's super, which means it's very, very important that Bitcoin doesn't break below this level, because if that happens, there are chances. Look, we could see some support around 26,252. We're talking about 15-minute chart, right? But if that doesn't work out, yeah, we could pull back a bit lower, right? Let's have a look at this. This is the problem, guys. Gonna remove this one. Good job, Mago. Gonna remove it now. We know it's a descending triangle on the 15-minute chart, right? In other words, potential breakdown, right? So, daily, even though this is looking good, there's still hope. We are at critical levels, right? At the moment, we are at critical levels. Meaning, we are at that supply zone, okay? Supply line, right? So, if it doesn't just break out with some follow-through, even though there's like prior daily candle closed with a nice, bullish candle. It could pull back a little bit, just, like I said last time. This 25.8 level, that is if we see a 4-hourly candle close, because you see, I was talking about this, but now we're seeing that it's trying to develop, right? If we see any 4-hourly candle close below 26,000, guys, that's some sort of a warning, okay, that this can go a bit lower, right? Okay. Yeah, potential breakdown to the downside, so maybe some people are shorting at the moment, who knows? At least those who are awake. But looking at the daily, like, I'd be very careful with taking shorts at the moment. Like, if it's not a short, fast trade, like, I'd be super, super careful. Besides, we saw the descending triangle in the 15-minute chart, not the daily, so we gotta weigh that in, right? Okay, let's move on. Next. Uniswap as promised, and then VGX. Mago, you're like awesome. By the way, like I'm loving those stories that you guys have been telling me, like past days. Ralph gave me a smile today. Like, he made me smile when he told me about a short setup that he took and so on and so forth. Guys, not financial advice. This is within the Discord community, and I was like, really? He was like, yeah. I was like, kudos. And now We do have a room, a channel on Discord, if you guys noticed. It's called the Trading Chronicles. Okay, so your wins, your losses, whatever, and this is open. We're gonna have a special one, you know, just for the Patreons later on, but this is open so anybody and everybody can share their experience with each other, and there's no judgment there. Your losses, put it out there. Your wins, put it out there. You don't have to like show everything, but you guys get it. Like you can show your PNL and so on and so forth. So share it there. Ralph, Mago, go ahead. Like this is gonna help other people. It's gonna help a lot of people. Okay, let's move on with the, what was it? Uniswap, right? Oh, this was looking beautiful. Oh, this was looking beautiful. Problem is, Uniswap got a bit of a hard time getting above this level. Shouldn't be that difficult because, let's see now. Like the main resistance is actually around 4.8, so I don't know why it's like having a difficult time breaking above this level. MACD is bullish. We got our first, you know, positive momentum. RSI was weak, but bounced off. Okay. Let's have a glance on the weekly. Hold on. See what's happening. Guys. Uniswap. Fingers crossed for Uniswap. Really? Bitcoin is starting to drop? Okay, guys, we gotta just, you know, go back to Bitcoin real fast and then we'll be back. Okay, just hold on. Because if it's happening live, gotta see what's going on. And back to that 15-minute chart, right? Descending triangle just broke up because you remember the line was right around these levels, right? So it broke down. Like just in time, Mago, just in time. Awesomeness, cool. Now we'll see if 26,000, you know, holds, 26,150 and so holds. If not, main thing that should hold on the 4-hourly at least is this level, because if that doesn't happen, we could pull back all the way to that, you know, support around this moving average. Okay, short-term moving average, right? Okay, let's go back to Uniswap real fast. So, as I was saying, fingers crossed, okay? If weekly closes the way it's looking at the moment, because there is already some, you know, positive divergence showing on Uniswap, okay? RSI is weak, but there's some positive divergence still showing, all right? Like there's still some positive divergence showing. Besides, we are at that, you know, second weekly support. Okay, first one we broke below. The moment we broke below it, we dropped down a bit more further down, but right now we are close to it. You see this red dashed line? If I had a box, I would have drawn it something like this. Just an example, it would have been drawn something like this. So let's get it. Okay, we got close to that red dashed line. Let me just turn this to yellow. No need for this really right now. I don't feel like there's a need for it. You guys get the idea. We are at support, okay? If it closes like at least around 4.6, 4.7, around these levels, I mean, Uniswap, and this is on the weekly. We're talking about the weekly, guys. We're not talking about the 4-hourly. We're not talking about the daily. Like, things can start changing. Like, we could see some action, okay? Since it's weekly we're talking about, like we could go all the way back to 6.5. Or even these levels, right? Possible, okay? Let's have a look at the daily. Like I said, positive momentum on the oscillators. Like it's fine, but I'll wait for Sunday. I'm gonna wait for Sunday and see what happens. I like most of the things here, but I want to see a close also above this level. You know, I want to see a change of polarity, okay? I want to see a close above $4.8. That would be good, right? After that, there is no major resistance until 5-ish to 5.3 really, and then yeah, like it's I guess good times for Uniswap if TA is respected, okay? All right, let's move on. Last one from the altcoins, at least for now, is VGX. Yeah, all-time lows. Literally, VGX is at all-time lows at the moment. Fingers crossed also for this one. Fingers crossed that this weekly candle closes anything like this. I'm not into VGX or nothing. I'm just saying, you know, for the bull's sake, if it closes in a neutral way, the candle wouldn't be a bad thing, okay? And then maybe next week we could see, you know, some more development, okay? But let's get into the daily and see what's happening there instead, okay? Edwin, welcome to the show. It was a while ago. Glad you made it. Hope you're doing fine. So, VGX, guys. First resistance that I'm looking at. Let me draw it for you. Hold on. Those weekend streams, like, they're just lovely. Hopefully you guys are free tomorrow so you guys can rest. You know, you don't have to wake up early and so on. Because it's definitely a late night show for me. But it's Saturday, so I'm gonna be able to rest. It's okay. Alright, let's have a look at resistance levels for VGX. Daily, first resistance right here. Between 0.1173 to 0.1230. And market R1 daily time frame. Awesome. After that, if we can see a close, like we're gonna meet some, well, VGX could meet some resistance around these levels. Hold on. A bit crooked, but I'm gonna fix that. Hold on. 0.1351, 0.1. Okay, 1 is better. There we go. It's straight now. So a close above this white line, okay, any daily candle close pretty much above that white line could help VGX go all the way to these areas, friends, strikers. Okay, good, understood. And when it comes to the 4 hourly, because this is all for the daily, right? Okay, cool. Now let's have a look at the 4 hourly as well. Next resistance on the 4-hourly time frame is right around these levels. Isn't it funny? 4-hourly going hand in hand with that R1 on the daily time frame, okay? Nevertheless, gonna mark it. So next resistance on the 4-hourly time frame is around these levels, right? 0.1132, 0.1228, okay? R1, and we're gonna pick out the support levels and then move on. Kind of the same as the daily, but just, you know, pointing it out, okay? Support. If we see any close below, and this is for the 4-hourly, okay? Any close below this level? Actually, instead of doing that, I have a better idea. Hold on. First support. And second support. And we're done. That's it, okay? Let me just mark this one. This is for the 4-hourly. Awesome, we're done with VGX as well. All right, let's move on. Let's have a look at stonks, right? Yeah, Bitcoin's still going down. Okay, just a short follow-up on the stocks we had a look at yesterday, right? It was Roku, Uber, Google, and Meta. Okay, so let's start with Roku. We probably had a look at a few more, but I do not remember. I forgot to write the whole list. But let's start off with Roku, which was at resistance, right? What's going on? We're kind of pulling back. Oh, yeah, we're definitely kind of pulling back, okay? So let's see if this support holds. If not, next support that I see is around these levels. I mean, there is a bit of support around this level, well, also around $59, $60. There is some. But if this doesn't hold this $60, like we could, you know, pull back all the way to $57, $55, okay? But yeah, looks like it's there's some action going on to the downside. Let's have a look at Google real fast because we're gonna have a look at some other. Yeah, what did I say? Google. Like, I'm gonna wait. If it gets rejected around these levels again, might re-enter that short. But problem is, I've changed my tactic a little bit now. I'll tell you why. The support around this level, even though weekly is not looking good, that good, but the support at this area kinda is telling me be careful, Dana, because we could consolidate at these levels and then maybe see a wick up to this area and then a crack, right? So I'm just waiting. I'm giving this one time, just, you know, watching it on the sidelines to see a real trigger, because I was thinking of if I'd see any more rejection around these levels, then I'm out, right? But I mean, I'm in, but right now I'm kind of like sometimes you can, like, you have to have different types of strategies for different types of situations. You can't just use one, because that's not always gonna work out. So you gotta tweak it a little bit, think about, okay, maybe it's better that I do it this way or that way. All this is so that the risk to reward ratio is in your favor, right, and not in the exchange's favor, right? Okay, Google fast glance. I think I mentioned it yesterday, and I'm gonna mention it now too. Yeah, like there is still some positive divergence for Google. Don't ask me why, but weekly is looking not that nice, not that nice. But go, absolutely, that's why I'm here. Striker, I hear you, Striker, I hear you. Sometimes you're in the right space but in the wrong time, and sometimes you're in the right time but in the wrong space. But hopefully you guys feel like you're in the right time and in the right space when you show up here. That is what I hope for. Okay, let me have a look at the next one. Uber. Still going, still going. You might come and tap that. Yeah, I did say yesterday it was looking good, but we're getting close to resistance, right? We're getting close to resistance. So we'll see what happens there, because, guys, there is some negative divergence on Uber, okay? It is developing. Like, it's only gonna become invalid if we see a close above the top of this box, which is around $48, $49, right? But until then, I'd be a bit cautious. It doesn't mean it can't, run all the way to these levels, but I'd be cautious. Like, you gotta wait till it touches certain levels, and then maybe think of taking a short or a long. That's up to you. Not giving you any advice, but just saying, okay? All right, next. Meta. META. There we go. We are at resistance. Did I mention that there is some negative divergence? I think I did. But I'm gonna say it again. It was looking fine. It had a good day today as well, right? We did speak about this, but at the same time, I said, even if it goes up, it doesn't mean it's completely fine, because there are signs of some negative divergence showing at resistance. So one has to be a bit careful, okay? All right, now let's do some TA on stocks. Let's go. Last time, Mago, MBO, let's see what happened. Oh, it gapped down. Looking okay though. Not look, any close below 0.516 really on a daily, pretty much chances are higher that we come all the way to these levels. If that happens, if we see a daily candle close above, below this level, most likely that it comes back down to these areas, okay? We still have that positive momentum on the oscillators. There is no signs of any negative divergence, really. No. It's so crazy, Mago, so crazy that the day after we spoke about it in this show, the day after, I don't know, maybe you have like a family member that's a multi-billionaire, because that was, I'm just kidding, but that was sick. The day after you brought MBO forward to us, literally 38%, literally the day after, I was amazed. I was like, wow, okay, because it was looking good, but 38%, like, you don't see that every day in traditional assets. I remember I had one of the charts on, and for a minute, because I just woke up, for a minute there, I thought it was some altcoin. I was like, what is this? Then I just noticed it was MBO. I was like, oh, right. All right, let's have a look at Organigram. Loving the weekly on Organigram, okay? a little idea of what kind of company this is, but I'm gonna keep it family friendly. I'm not gonna discuss this here, but you guys can do your own research, okay? But organigram, there are signs of some positive divergence, guys. There are signs of some positive divergence developing. Good, not bad. Okay, let's talk about the resistance levels and whatnot. OGI. Because I like how the weekly is looking. Like, I just like how the weekly is looking. Okay, first resistance, and we're talking about weekly. We're talking about long term right now, okay? First resistance weekly for organigram is right around these levels, friends. Strikers, okay? First one right here. R1 weekly time frame, okay? And I'm also gonna talk about the second resistance on the weekly time frame. I mean, why not? Why not? Since we're here and we're doing this, we can do it right. Second resistance right here. Okay, between 0.9 to $1. $1. So this is weekly. Okay, now let's dig a bit deeper. Let's have a look at the monthly. 13 days. In 13 days, if this ends up, this candle ends up in a bullish way or in a strong way, it would go hand in hand with that weekly, with the things I'm seeing on the weekly, okay? So not a bad thing if that happens. On top of that, let's see. There's some, guys, there's some positive divergence developing on the monthly, guys. On the monthly, it's developing. Yeah, like I'd keep an eye on this one just to be, you know, aware of what's going on. Okay, let's have a look at the daily too. Daily, we need to see a close above this level. Okay. And after that, if we see any daily candle close above this area, next resistance on the daily at least is right around this level. Hold on. Somewhere around these levels between 0.5 to 0.3-ish. Excuse me, 0.53-ish. Okay. Not 4 hourly, excuse me, daily. There we go. Awesome. And next one, because we already discussed the weekly, right? Now we're gonna dig deeper into the daily resistance that I see. Second resistance right around these levels, okay? Are we good, ladies and gents? Or gents and gents at the moment? And I'm gonna leave you with something that I see, like if all hell breaks loose, okay? So you guys, I can leave you with this one, okay? And this on the weekly. This on the weekly, okay? If things go left, and we see any weekly candle close below, let's say 0.37-ish dollars, right? We could come all the way down here, okay? Very possible, right? I'm not gonna give it any number because if that is broken, because there's nothing else, like I said, if that is broken, there's nothing else except the last low, okay? So anyways, right here, it's possible. That is if we see a weekly candle close below this level, okay? Turn this to yellow and we're good. All right. Lovely people, do you have any requests? Let me know. Let me know. Additional assets, anything, because sometimes you hit those jackpots, you because I know you guys are doing TA as well. So when you see something juicy and you bring it to the show, just add some spice to it, right? Besides, like, then I can brag about how, you know, smart and intelligent and whatnot my community is, as I usually do with my friends. So go ahead, guys. I'm gonna bring a glass of soda or something. No tea for me today, otherwise I'm gonna stay awake till 10 in the morning. So let me know what we should have a look at next. And until I come back, we're gonna have the Bitcoin chart on, right? But we're gonna continue with stocks, okay? We're gonna continue with stocks. By the way, guys, much love for all the likes. Like, much love. Like, yeah, if grateful, super grateful. So thank you, all of you. And for those of you, you know, that find it to be entertaining, that find it to be educational, and if you do think that the TA is like not just, you know, some trashy TA, but quality TA, please do consider subscribing, you know, liking, sharing, and so on. This is how we push the channel organically, you see, without promoting it left and right, just organically, okay? So far we've came this far, like with the quality people that you see in the chat already. So yeah, I appreciate all the likes, the push, the support. Much love to all of you. Okay, gonna keep the 15-minute chart on, gonna grab a soda and be right back. and I'm back. Looks like Bitcoin is getting a bounce. It could be a pullback though, holding on for now. Let's see. First of all, let's have a look at this. Yeah, it better not be a steep red, you know, long candle, or even close around these levels, because that's not that nice. Hourly, remember what I said about the hourly, as long as we are above around 26.1, 26.120, something like that. Okay, it's cool, it's cool. And on the 15-minute chart, we already discussed this, a possibility of coming back to around this, you know, level. If this doesn't hold though, guys, like, yeah, $26,000, like, possible, very possible. Thanks, Ralph, thank you. So yeah, now what we do not want to see, because we already established that this was a descending triangle, right? Where we can all agree on that. It better snap back up above this old support which already cracked. Okay, it better snap back up like soon-ish, because guys, if we see rejection around these levels, yeah, it could take a bit longer than you know we are thinking it can take, because on the daily still, right, daily candle is still fine, guys. It's still fine. It's just that 15-minute, like, as traders, we care about all these things, right? So hopefully it doesn't get rejected here. If it gets rejected here, awesome. Like, most likely that it continues a bit more further down, at least in the 15-minute chart. A little bit more, like just a little bit more, you know, not that much. Because we have a lot of support at the 15-minute chart. We got some support right where it's at. Then we have the second, you know, support right around 26,000. Then we have a third support right around these levels, guys, okay? Around this 25,760, 25,800. It kind of matches with those support levels that I mentioned when it comes to the 4-hourly and hourly, right? Yeah, but resistance, okay, this is the 4-hourly resistance that got tapped. So if we see some sort of a pullback, not that strange, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, just a little bit more before it comes back up. Exactly, right? So yeah, that is possible. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you guys can hear the seagulls. I think they're called seagulls. I'm not so sure. You know, those white birds. I think there's a movie where they go, like a Disney movie, where they go like mine, you know, stuff like that. We have a lot of those where I'm at, where I'm at in, you know, that Europe region. And sometimes they're just like, sometimes I just, you know, listen to them and I'm like, I know I'm in the city, but at the same time, it feels like I'm in a jungle. So if you guys hear it, I can't do anything. Like, I literally can't do anything. Plus, there are some people that feed them sometimes, so they feel at home around these, you know, areas. I'm trying to find some music that's... Let's see. Okay, maybe this one. Cool. Alright, let's move on. I think we're done with the OG, right? What's Nvidia doing? At resistance, we'll see what happens. Yeah, not gonna get that much into this one. It is at resistance. We've been talking about it non-stop. But I did say long-term Nvidia, like, I'm as bullish as one can be. But trading-wise, we take opportunities, right? I'm talking investment-wise. This is one of those bullish ones, right? I mean, long-term, it's good. It's Nvidia. Not financial advice, just my own opinion, okay? All right, let's move on to Netflix. Netflix broke above that monthly resistance, right? Okay, so we got some support right around this level when it comes to Netflix, guys. We're looking at the daily, by the way. We got support right around this area of this 424, dollars, okay? If it doesn't hold, by the looks of it, I don't think it will, but this is support. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't hold, next support all the way around 409-ish, and if that doesn't hold, next support is all the way right by this part line, okay, of the parallel channel, all right? But if it consolidates at these levels, there could still be some fuel in it, okay? Let's draw some resistance and support areas. We got resistance right around this area. Hold on. We're gonna see a red dashed line just show up in the chart now. Yep. So we are around, resistance levels. Any close above this area, guys, then there's a decent chance we can go all the way to $524. Same, okay? So any daily candle close above $460, decent chance that we could see $530, $525. Very possible, okay? Let's see what else. Okay, positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish. At the same time, there are some signs of some negative divergence trying to develop, guys. Okay, this needs to push so that negative divergence does not get respected, okay? You got me? Looking at the monthly, this is not looking that bad, looking at the monthly, but there's also some negative divergence looking at the monthly on one of the oscillators, but MACD is bullish, positive momentum on the histogram. Yeah, like monthly, guys, like any close above this level, funny, it kind of goes hand in hand with that weekly, weekly resistance that I just saw. So look at this, old support, right? Resistance, right? But any monthly close above this level, yeah, see ya around $600 something. Well, at least $600, at least, okay? MACD is bullish, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Daily RSI was a bit overextended, right? But it's kind of resetting, okay? MACD is bullish. Still bullish. But we do have some negative divergence close to resistance, okay? Just keep that in mind. At the same time, if this holds as support, this level that I just mentioned earlier, yeah, like we'll see what happens. But on the monthly, guys, we are at, like, we're getting closer to resistance areas. I'd be a bit careful, okay? This is weird, hold on. Hold on, let me check something out. Yeah, even the 4-hourly, guys, there is some sort of support around this level. But it's going hand in hand with the daily. It's going hand in hand with a lot of things. So we'll see what happens, okay? Let's see, that's Netflix. I think I've already mentioned all the support levels, and I've also mentioned all the possible resistance areas as well, okay? Now we can move on to the next one. Music is slightly loud. My bad. It's probably because I changed, like... Is it better now, guys? I can hear the music on my own, but sometimes I don't feel it. It's like... It's not good. It's not good. But I hope it's a bit better now. Awesome. Awesomeness. Thank you for letting me know, Mago. Okay. Next, let's see at what's going on with MicroStrategy, right? Okay. Interesting. So on the weekly, we're seeing this first negative, momentum on the histogram at the moment. MACD. I'm gonna zoom in just to be sure, because it feels like, yeah, it crossed bearish, guys. All right. Zoom out. Okay, so MicroStrategy. We had some negative divergence played out, but now there is some like small signs of some positive divergence trying to develop on MicroStrategy, just a bit though, not that much, okay? Major resistance for MicroStrategy. First one is right around these levels. Hold on. Got your first resistance right here. Right by this long-term moving average, okay? R1 weekly time frame. We're gonna take out R2 as well. Weekly time frame 2. Right here, hold on. Okay, cool. We are at support levels, guys. Like if we see any weekly candle close well below this area, most likely that we come all the way back down here, okay? Not 160, but we could come all the way to $205, like $291. If that doesn't hold, yeah, we could pull back all the way lower, okay? Looking at the daily, let's see what the daily is telling us. We're holding this parallel channel, it's acting as some type of support at the bottom of the channel, which is not bad for now. Looking a bit more bullish, actually. Looking at the daily, it's looking more bullish than bearish, okay? Well, bullish. It looks like, I don't want to say bullish or bearish. They are pretty strong words, so better that I see that. Looks like the bears are a bit exhausted, okay? They are exhausted. They are showing signs of exhaustion, okay? We got volume coming in. Notice. Buy pressure coming in, right? But MACD is still bearish, but lagging indicators, do not forget lagging indicators, okay? It's trying to curl up and go bullish. RSI crossed above neutral recently. We still have negative momentum on the oscillators. Okay, cool. Like, we have some major support right around these levels, guys. Hold on, let me just draw it. See this? Actually, all the way here. It should be all the way there. Yeah, but we do have some major support around these areas. We do have some positive divergence on top of that. Wow, okay, we have triple, not one, not two, but like triple hidden divergence. That's not bad. Micro strategy, okay. Hold on, hold on. Let me just mark this. S1 daily time frame. And are we seeing a channel within the channel? Is this correct? I have to remove this one, guys, just so I can draw a channel. Hold on. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. A channel within a channel. Something like what Ethereum was doing, right? Okay. Do I need to say... Did you guys miss what happened with Bitcoin stream yesterday? Do I need to say what could happen looking at this? MicroStrategy is looking like it's getting some life at the moment. Okay, looks like it's getting some life. Okay. Wow, wow, Ralph, that was a lot. That was a lot. Like, thank you for putting everything out there. So, TA, that is done so far. We've had a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, LDO, Jesus Coin, Litecoin, Hex, ORDI, Cardano, XRP, Quant, Uni, VGX, and then when it comes to the traditional assets, we've had a look at Roku, Google, Uber, Meta, MBO, OG, like that's Origami, if I haven't pronounced it wrong, and then Nvidia, Netflix, and last but not least, MicroStrategy. Okay. I think we had a look at yeah, some interesting ones today. We had a look at some interesting ones. So let's spend some time with each other, have a look at the Bitcoin chart, and then we can move on. Awesome, Mago. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, that warms my heart. Thank you a lot. Awesome. Right, so what's going on? What's going on? Bitcoin? Are you trying to do something? What are you trying to do? What's up? Yeah, like bulls look just a little bit exhausted. Like the fact that, you know, we broke down below the bottom of this box, or descending triangle, you know, which we agree on. Yeah, it's not the best, but there is a decent chance that it just, you know, consolidates around these levels. Maybe, you know, pull back to 26,115, possible. I mean, we did pull back all the way to 26,181. Like, we gotta be flexible, right? Yeah, as long as it doesn't like close below this level, 26,100, it's okay-ish. It's okay-ish. I jumped out of it, waiting for it to come back down again. That's not a bad idea, Mago. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, cause still not up there. It still hasn't touched that resistance level. I'm waiting for it to get back up to see how it's gonna react. But at the same time, mind you guys, we do have some positive divergence on the 15-minute chart at the moment, okay? So there's still hope. Looks like there's still hope. 1 minute chart. I mean, we kind of broke out above some sort of a resistance. But if there's no follow through, like if this candle just, comes back down, it's like whatever. But we're not gonna get into those 1 minute charts, like, because you guys know, you've seen me when I start with it, like it's difficult to stop because, you keep on just, going for the next one. Let's have a look at the 10-minute chart and 15-minute chart. Like, yeah, resistance is all the way around 26.3 again. Same thing here, 26.3, around 26.3, okay? And by the way, guys, resistance is there, right? It kind of, is matching with this supply line that we have here. This resistance line, the white one, right? But why I'm like still betting on the bulls? Like, I've been betting on the bulls since what? Since before this candle happened? Since before yesterday now, okay? It's because it still looks like they got like controlled pretty much. We could consolidate, we could pull back. The important levels that should not be broken for this to continue, especially on the daily, is for us to, well, for the bulls to manage and hold this level around $26,000. If they can manage to hold that level, Bitcoin is fine. Like, until then, Bitcoin is fine. Nothing more to add. If it, if they manage, well, if they fail to hold that level as support, then yeah, we could pull back all the way, to recent support areas. Simple. I took a little nipple out of it. Let's see what happens next. Yeah, let's see what happens next. Like, yeah, I can't wait for you guys, to share your stories on the channel, because that's gonna be interesting. Besides even losses, we can discuss them, we can see what happened, what not happened, and so on and so forth. So it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, guys, this stream was awesome. Like, we've been going for 2 hours. Again, I try to keep the streams short, but then again, it's impossible when you're doing TA, like, so. Thank you for joining, guys. Like, you could be doing anything, literally anything, but you're here with me instead, and for that, much love to all of you. Like, super grateful. And for all the likes, like, this is one of the first streams where I see 6, like, this much likes. It hasn't happened when I'm live. So thank you for all that, for all the support, all the love. Nipple, nah, nipple is. I get you, Mango. It's okay. We're just kidding. Like, I was just kidding with you too. Like, it's fine. Nipple. It's like, excuse me, squeeze me. Like, it's okay. Like, we can, joke around. But guys, as I was saying, much love to all of you for all your support, all your contributions. Like, I'm blessed and grateful. And for those of you replaying the show later on, or tomorrow, if you find it to be valuable, if you find it to be informative, and if you find the TA to be quality TA, please do consider, liking, subscribing and following and sharing. It is a way to support the stream, okay? So much love to all of you. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow I'm gonna be off, just a little rest, but then on Sunday we'll be back killing it. But then again, if anything interesting happens tomorrow, you bet you I'll be back online, okay? So if anything interesting happens, I'll be back. Don't even sweat it, okay? But if it's just what it is, whatever, because I'm still betting on the bulls. See ya on Sunday, and have a wonderful Saturday tomorrow, okay, guys? Much love. Good night.
your eyes pulled me under.